everyone, welcome back. So I just finished filming my January TBR, so now I'm back again with another video, which is my top 17 books of 2017 that I really like to read. These are books that have been on my shelf. I mean, most of them have been on my shelf for quite a while. Like, sequels are already coming out for these. And then a few of them are new releases of 2016 that, yeah, I just really want to get to. But yeah, there are a lot of new releases coming out for 2017 that, of course, I have my eye on. But that just makes me feel like I should focus more on my shelves as well. Just like I did last year. I think my goal last year was to really just focus on my bookshelves and reading from there, and not really reading as much on my phone or, you know, my Kindle app on my phone, and the library, which I stopped going to the library completely because when I went to the library, and I think I've explained this before, I would just keep, what's it called? I would keep taking books home with me, and then I wouldn't really read as much because I would feel bad that I'm not reading the books that I've already bought. So yeah, I stopped doing that because I don't want to feel guilty. Like, I've just bought all of these books, I'm not reading them, I'm reading books that I got from the library. So yeah, I stopped doing that. There's other reasons, but those I'm just going to keep to myself. But that's the main reason, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make like this goal where I have to read 5 books if I want to buy one. That's not going to happen because I'll never stick to it. I know myself too well. I will never stick to that. I already have like 5 or 6 books in my Amazon cart ready to check out. If I don't, just go out and buy them already. So yeah. But I do feel like most of what my TBR will be every month will be from my shelves and books I would really like to get read. You know, like books I really need to get read because they've been on my shelves for a really long time. I won't really focus as much on new releases as I normally do, if that makes sense. I will, of course, still be reading new releases, just I will try really hard. I will still add them into my TBR, but I won't be focusing on them as much. Even though I do this all the time, where I buy new releases and they just sit on my shelves. But hopefully now that I can try and get my TBR down enough where I don't really have to worry about that. I can just pick up any book that I want to read because I won't have as much of a TBR as I normally do. I'm still trying to get that down. I hope it made sense at all in the last couple of minutes. So yeah, let's just get on to the books that I'm going to read in 2017. The first two, if I have my January TBR up before this, you will see that in there, are I'll Give You the Sun by Janey Nelson, as well as Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. Yeah, I've had these on my shelf for quite some time, and the sequel is already out for this one. Just came out, so I really want to read these. And I really want to try and get a couple of the books from my list. I want to try and incorporate a couple of these books into my TBRs every month. At least that's what I'm hoping to do. And I was sort of doing that last year, but now I'm trying to make it a priority. Alright, the next 2 books are Iona by Alison Goodman, as well as The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. This one more so, because this one I have read Eon like 2 or 3 times already, and I still have never gone to the sequel, which is the conclusion to the duology. I've always planned on doing it, but I loved Eon so much that I don't know, I guess I felt scared that when I picked this up I wouldn't like it as much as I really loved Eon, which I'm gonna try and put that aside and yeah, just read this already. And then The Dark Days Club, I believe the sequel is coming out soon. I want to say in the next couple of months. And it looks really good. And I believe it's set in Victorian England, which I have to, you know? Oh my god, I wish I would stop. The next two are first in a series that I really need to pick up. The first one is The Looking Glass Wars by Frank Bador. Better, something, how you say that. I have had this series on my shelf for at least 4 or 5 years. I remember buying this entire trilogy from when it was still called Book Closeouts. So yeah, I really need to get this up. And then I also have Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier, which is another one I've had on my shelf for quite some time. And I do own the entire trilogy for both of these. So I really need to pick this up. And I know this is an Alice in Wonderland, like, retelling or reimagining. And this is a time-traveling trilogy that was written in German and translated. So I don't know why I haven't picked those up yet. And another retelling, or I don't know, set in a mythical world, I believe, is Reawakened by Colleen Hawke. I never know how to say that last name. She wrote the Tiger's Curse series, which I really love. Tiger's Curse. Never finished the series for that. But this one is, I believe, an epic love story that has transcended through time, I want to say. This is a modern girl, an ancient price, a centuries-old curse, and an epic journey with more twists and turns than the Nile itself. Sounds amazing. Really have to pick it up. Oh, and have I mentioned that the sequel has already come out for that? Yeah. The Winter's Curse by Mary Rutkowski. I don't know. Oh my god. I've owned this for quite some time. I want to say since last year, like, I don't know if the beginning of last year or something like that, or maybe even before that. All I know is that I own the first 2 books in the series and still have not picked it up. And the trilogy is already completed. The Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman, which was the second copy that I bought for this. Yeah, still haven't picked it up. Sequel is already out. Story of my life. Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Same thing. Sequel's already out. I believe the 3rd book comes out this year. It might be the same for this one. So yeah, I mean, I really have to pick this up. I do know V.E. Schwab is well loved within the booktube community, and yeah, I guess it's about a magical coat and a guy that can jump through shades of London, like different worlds of London, or different dimensions of London. Oh my god, I can't get this out of my throat. Yeah, I just have to pick this up. Oh my god. Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. I remember when I first bought this book, and I said I really wanted to read it, and I never read it because I read the prequel, and the prequel sucked. Or at least it just put me in this mood where I never wanted to pick this book up again. And then the trilogy ended, and I really wanted to pick up. I've been hearing such good things, so I just had to pick it up again. So I decided to pick it up again. Let's hope I can actually read it this year. And the last 2 books are the biggest books. And they're books that I had on my list for last year and never got around to it. First one is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, or The Final Empire, which it's in the UK. I remember starting it and enjoying it and just never finishing it. So hopefully this time I can. And the last one is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Again, this is the 2nd copy I bought for this, and I bought this one specifically because of this. Because I can hold it like this. Whereas the other edition I have for this can't do that. So I have no excuse but to read this now. Hopefully in the next couple months I will just pick this up. Yeah, so oh no, that's not all the books, because that wasn't 17. I still have a whole nother pile right next to me. I almost completed this without, okay, that was weird. I almost completed this without having the last couple books, without talking about those. Okay, so another one is Ruined by Amy Tintera. This, I just know that it was, I heard somebody talk about it and I really, oh my god, I hate those dogs. I heard somebody talk about it and I really wanted to pick it up because they were just, the way they talked about it was just amazing and I had to pick it up. And then I went out and bought it like that day and I never picked it up after. So I have to get to this book. The Thousandth Floor by Katharine McGee. It sounded so good and I never picked it up. Seriously, what is wrong with me? Come on. Nowhere But Here by Katie McGarry, which, again, another one that sounded amazing, and I really wanted to pick up the day I got it, and I just never did. Story of my life. The last one is Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi. I enjoyed her Shatter Me trilogy, and this one's supposed to be like an Alice in Wonderland reimagining, so this one should be really good. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I have no excuse but to pick these up. Well, like, no excuse. So I really want to get through every single book on this list, and I am going to hold myself to that. I'm going to hold myself that that every month I have to pick at least 2 from this list. I don't know if that's gonna, yeah, I mean, I should have plenty of time to do that. Even if I only pick out 1, or only if I read 1 for that month, I still have time to do it. Yeah. I need to pick out 2. Hopefully it'll happen. So, okay, I'm gonna stop talking because all I'm doing is rambling out now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you've read any of these 17 books, let me know how you enjoyed it. Though, pretty much everybody has read most of these books and enjoyed them, so I have no excuse. I keep saying that. So, thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Happy reading.